ท่ามกลางองค์กรการกุศลกว่า 2 ล้านองค์กรในสหรัฐอเมริกา Operation Smile เป็นที่รู้จักมากเป็นอันดับที่ 65 โดยองค์กรได้รับการสนับสนุนจากคนดังมากมายอย่างเช่นเจสสิก้าซิมสันและเฉินหลง
And you have celebrities who work alongside with Operation Smile as well.
We do. We've had a lot of great celebrities go with us. We've had Jessica Simpson. We've had all sorts of people. We've had Jackie Chan go with us. Years and years ago in Hong Kong, Jackie Chan became involved with Operation Smile. And he's done a number of things for us. He's helped us raise money, but when we did our 20th anniversary for Vietnam, he came up to Vietnam for 3 days and was with us. And at one point in time, I said, "Come on, Jackie, we'll go in the operating room." And he said, "No, I can't." And I said, "What do you mean you can't?" And he said, I can't. I said, "Why can't you?" He said, "Well, I faint with blood." And I said, I laughed at him. I said, "Jackie, come on. I can't imagine Jackie Chan fainting with blood." And he said, "Well, it's the needles. That's what really affects it." I said, "Okay, I'll have you turn away anytime I use a needle." So that's what we did. And within 10, 15 minutes, he was glued in. Carried this baby back to the mom. Mom's tears coming down her cheeks. And Jackie just so proud, there and handing this baby back to her mom. And he then told me he spent 3 hours that night texting his friends, telling them about the experience he had.
Where does all the funding for the missions come from?
Comes from everybody, thank God. And we always need more of it. It comes sometimes in just $1 or $2 envelope. Sometimes people give $5 million. Sometimes people leave wills to do it. We have direct mail and direct response TV. We have major gifts from companies and foundations that give us money. It comes from a wide variety of origins, but anybody who can afford even just a little bit, because for as little as $240 US dollars, we can change a child's life forever. And without those donors, it would never happen. So you could have all the skilled medical people in the world, but if you don't have the equipment and supplies, then those poor children can't be reached.
There are criticisms that maybe you have grown too big today for you to really overlook in the details of the operations, and maybe you compromise on safety, on the welfare of the patients.
Yeah, people, I guess people could think that, but statistically that's not the truth. Like I said, if the best hospitals are 1 in 18,500 and we're twice better than that, then that's great results. And plus the fact that I think we wouldn't have 5,500 volunteers if people didn't think that they were doing the best. Because nobody would volunteer to go halfway around the world to feel like they were jeopardizing someone's health. That just wouldn't happen. There's always going to be people look from the side that don't understand these kind of things as well. And I just would say to those people, join us. Come and see for yourself what goes on, because it's powerful. And I guarantee you, there's almost nobody who goes on a trip that doesn't come back a changed person, realizing how blessed they are, and realizing that their skill set is needed for someone somewhere.
Operation Smile หรือมูลนิธิสร้างรอยยิ้มได้เริ่มโครงการครั้งแรกในประเทศไทยเมื่อปี 2540 โดยทีมแพทย์อาสานานาชาติและได้จดทะเบียนเป็นองค์กรการกุศลในปี 2544 มูลนิธิสร้างรอยยิ้มประเทศไทยมีการรับสมัครบุคลากรทางการแพทย์ที่มีความสามารถสูงทำให้สามารถให้บริการผ่าตัดรักษาโดยเฉลี่ยถึง 10 โครงการต่อปีและได้ให้บริการผ่าตัดรักษาแก่เด็กๆในประเทศไทยโดยไม่คิดค่าใช้จ่ายมาแล้วกว่า 8,000 คน
Operation Smile Thailand has been in action for over 10 years now.
Yes.
How is it doing?
Beautifully. It's Dr. Apachai and his team of surgeons, the anesthesiologists, the nurses. I mean, they're unbelievable. And the greater majority of the time, they do the missions locally here with local funds that are raised here into the different areas. I think they've gone to about 15, 16 different sites around the country. and they do a beautiful job. We're lucky because your surgeons, your anesthesiologists are so open to trying to find solutions to this. And it's so wonderful to work with them because it's real collaboration with one another. And we've always been blessed with the relationship with the medical professionals in Thailand. So one of the things we're doing right now is to try and do some studies with companies like DTAC, where we can use the technology of the telephone company that is all over Thailand, and then use that technology for people to write in where they might be and what the problem is. If we can start using technology now that we didn't have 30 years ago, think what we could do. We just became a global partner with Microsoft for their health. They're helping us now with communication. We have a global partnership now with Johnson & Johnson, Ethicon, some big companies.
What is the ultimate goal of Operation Smile?
To work ourselves out of a job is the ultimate goal, just like, any humanitarian organization. There's a tremendous amount of work to do to get rid of the backlog that exists right now, children who have never been operated on. Once we get rid of that backlog, then there's always things that can be expanded, things like speech therapy, things like orthodontic care, things like just general overall health of these patients or revisions to get it as perfect as you can. But in the beginning, you just want to get that lip fixed so that they can have a life. You want to get the palate fixed so that they can speak normally and go to school and be functioning with their classmates. If we can do that, what a gift. There's a little girl we took care of in the Philippines that I remember so very, very well, named Chadleen. She was about 4 or 5 years old, and all of her classmates teased her all the time because she couldn't speak intelligibly. And she loved to sing, so she would try to sing songs, and they would laugh at her and tease her and bully her. We fixed her palate, and she won the equivalent of American Idol in the Philippines for her singing. What a beautiful, beautiful girl she is today, but she would have never had a chance if she didn't have that 45-minute operation. Now, 10 years after she had that operation, she wins a national singing award. What a wonderful, beautiful thanks that is for the volunteers of Operation Smile to know that it was worth them traveling halfway around the world to help that child.
Magkita kang naglalaro sa buwan, inalang mo sa akin ng gabing walang hangganan. Di mahanap sa lupa ang pag-asa, nakikiusap na lang, himala, kasalanan bang humingi ako sa langit ng isang himala, kasalanan bang humingi ako sa langit ng isang himala.
กว่า 30 ปีมาแล้วนะคะที่ดร. วิลเลียม แม็กกีพร้อมด้วยอาสาสมัครของมูลนิธิ Operation Smile ได้ออกให้ความช่วยเหลือกับเด็กๆทั่วโลกให้พวกเขานั้นมีชีวิตใหม่มีชีวิตที่สมบูรณ์มากยิ่งขึ้นค่ะการช่วยเหลือกันเป็นสิ่งล้ำค่าที่มนุษย์นั้นจะสามารถให้แก่กันได้นะคะและความสุขไม่ได้ตกอยู่แค่ผู้รับเท่านั้นแต่ว่าความสุขนั้นตกอยู่กับผู้ให้เช่นเดียวกันรับรองได้ว่าผู้ให้นั้นย่อมมีความอิ่มอกอิ่มใจค่ะพบกันใหม่สัปดาห์หน้าวันนี้สวัสดีค่ะ